and welcome back. I've been tied down in a few projects, so I couldn't get back posting. But second to last video that I made, I shown my Cub Cadet LT1042 with the 19 horse Kohler. But now it's been a little bit since then, and I got another thing that I would like you to meet. Snowmobiles are in the back there. But I got another lawnmower. This one's a John Deere g100 made in 2003. And I'm trying not to get so close so you can't see it. It has a few issues though with the engine. Here, let me open it up and show you. It's a Kohler Command 25 horse. It's a beast, but it might have caught that when I opened up the hood, and well, it burned some oil, so I have to keep a bottle on at all times. But all things said, it's a pretty good engine. Earlier, it wasn't running right, but we got it running. I've got high back seat, which is, I finally got it. It's got a 54-inch deck, some beefy tires on there. Not so beefy front tires, if you can see. It's a bit pixelated. But they have no grip whatsoever. And they are flat, so I've gotten into places I couldn't get myself out of. You also might have noticed this ball on here, which I did not get that, and it's not for that. I've also said that a few projects, well, I've got a trailer. Looks like it's a brand new thing, brand new hitch. I don't have a jack, so I just put on this one that doesn't work because the gears are frozen. So it doesn't really work that great, but it's good enough. There's also a little ant problem. See, we got ants all over, and we need new chain. It doesn't have any lights, so we went and picked up some along with that ball from my G100. But so far, this has been a pretty good machine, doing almost everything I've thrown at it. And yes, I've said almost everything. There's been a few times where I couldn't do a thing. But it's got a little damage in here. See, there's here. Come on, let me try to grab it. Ow. Right here is a bit chopped up. It's pretty normal on a 23-year-old machine, but still could have been a little better. Now, with this one, it's a bit older than my Cub, and I still will use my Cub for the smaller stuff, but I just got that, so mainly going to be using my John Deere. But all in all, it's a pretty good machine. It's got some rust right there. It's probably because filler is right here, and it just spills everywhere. And it leaks down through here. I've heard these things are pretty slow in reverse. It's got a different twin touch system, so you go, this is forward, reverse, and then the wet disc brakes. The parking brake's already on, so it's not going. Here, let me try to disengage it. Okay. Wet disc brakes, so it's a bit harder to push. Come on. But it does a lot. Well, it's mainly it. The hood was like very bad. It was sitting, when I picked it up, it was sitting outside. There was a bunch of gunk in the fuel tank. Maybe you can see in there, maybe some gunk that's in there. I don't know. But we're thinking there's some gunk in that tank. I have got a screwdriver because if I try to start it by the key, this happens. My idle's a bit low, so I have to push this up a little. Try to. So, dash is on. And no power. Nothing. So, what I have to do is I have to, the big thing, so normally I put the parking brake on. Sometimes I don't. Doesn't really matter. I grab the screwdriver from under the seat. I go in here, and the two big long screws, I don't think you can see them, but here, let me zoom out a little bit. See if that'll help. There's one right here, and then there's one behind this wire that's right here. So I connect these. That wasn't supposed to happen, but I connect them, and that's how it starts. So, well, if you guys were wondering, I'm gonna give it a go. Turn the key on. Give it a little throttle, since my throttle's down. And, well, I give it a heck. Connect them too, like that. And it's a bit quieter than the other one. I still gotta adjust carb a little bit, make it run a bit nicer. Well, gotta get that idle up, because that was actually right there. That was a bit too high. So, and I could probably start up the cub again, but I just don't want to. Well, with that being said, that's all I've got. So, have any questions about these, ask me in the comments. I will be leaving comments again, since the last one I did and I left them, it blew up in seconds. So, thank you guys for all you've done, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.